It's the Sports Kings.
Sports Kings. Big Mike.
He might fall off the wagon in the next 10 minutes.
And Rob Calloway.
It's about bringing talent. It's not about all the flash and glitz and glam.
Not your average sports talk show. The Sports Kings.
This is NFL legend, work done.
This your boy D. Howard, a.k.a. Superman.
I'm Jerome Bettis, the bus.
It's Cam Newton. Holla at your boy, already.
This is Hank Aaron, and I'm down with the King.
Tell a friend, Kings is back.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kings are back. Welcome into Sports Kings Live. Yours truly, Big Mike, as I await my partner, Rob Calloway, joining us right here on Spreaker.com or via the Spreaker app. Make sure you guys follow us on Spreaker and join the conversation via the live interactive chat room. You can also reach us and follow us and like us and all those things on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Kings Live. As I mention his name, Rob Calloway appears. Let me make sure he's ready here before I pull him up. You ready, Rob? You sure? Okay, let me pull Rob up here. Which button is he? Is he this one? All right, there you go. Yeah, as I mentioned, Rob Calloway joining us right now from his Cush mansion in Decatur.
My Kush mansion or my Kush as in K-U-S-H?
I don't know which one is the right one. I don't do spelling. I don't do math and I don't do spelling. So whichever one means comfortable, that's the one I mean. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Don't forget you guys can also email the show, sportskingslive@gmail.com. All right, let me calm myself down. It's been a while. I hadn't spoken to you guys since Thursday, and it's been one hell of a week. Let me say that right now. And it ain't over yet. I got that tomorrow, Friday. It's gonna. But never mind that. I got plenty of stuff to talk to you guys about today. Plenty of stuff. Of course, we're still in the midst of the NBA playoffs now in the Western Conference Finals. Now that the Eastern Conference Finals have ended. We've also got some NFL news. There are things going on in the world of international sports as far as FIFA, the World Cup. I'm not really well versed on it, but there's some things that I do have opinions on the type of stuff that's happening. I've got some NCAA stuff that's been kind of just simmering here for a while, as well as some new stuff that came about today, and the article on why baseball people are saying baseball is not dying. I've been teasing that for like a week now, or since last week. So hopefully we get a chance to get to it within these 2 hours. There's so much to talk about right now. Rob, what's going on, man? What's happening?
It's all good, bro. Glad to be back with you today, man.
Is the ADT guy going yet? The
No.
You still there?
Yeah.
Did you ask him what he thought about? Ask him what he thought about the Hawks?
No. I wouldn't dare ask anybody that.
Why not? Why wouldn't you? By the way, full disclosure, I didn't hear half. Yeah, I heard more than half of the show because, the show was about an hour yesterday. So I heard up until it was 27 minutes left yesterday. So I heard some of the show, and I'll. I've got questions. I've got plenty of questions. I got some comments on what I heard. It was an hour long jerk circle about the Atlanta Hawks. I was like, what the hell is happening right now? Yeah, you and your man Michael Collins. What was he from? Fan Craze?
Fansided.
What is it?
Yeah, fansided.com.
Fansided.
It was just an independent site that was partnered with. Who were they partnered with? Yahoo, and now they actually got bought by Time Warner Sports Illustrated yesterday, the day before yesterday. So they about to blow up and get pretty big.
Well, good for them. But here we are. We are now about there's other thing too. I tried to watch the game earlier today. I did because I didn't watch it last night. Power was out, and I was like, you know what? F it. I'm just gonna go to bed. I gotta get up earlier.
But hold on. But no. Before we talk about last night's game.
All right. Before we talk about last night's game.
You put out a tweet yesterday before we realized that we want to go back and do the show together.
Did I?
And Or was that Monday?
I don't know. Tell me what it said. I don't know what day it was, or if I did.
It was Monday.
As of right now, it's alleged. I allegedly put out a tweet. Let's see if I claim it or not.
I'm watching the replay of the game with my mom, and waiting until I tell you her reaction to the Al Horford elbow.
Oh, and yeah, that's all it was. It was a reaction. You know, mom don't know. She don't really know about sports. She don't have a vested interest in it at all. You know, I just happened to be watching it, and she sat down, and she was like, "Oh, who's winning?" I was like, "You don't even care," and you wouldn't like. Okay, Atlanta. I don't know whoever was winning. I don't know, but whatever. And then it happened. The Al Horford play happened. And all she said was, "Oh no!" I was like, "Yeah." It was as bad as it looked. Like, for all the people who was trying to be like, "What he didn't even connect." So what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Look, if you want to equate it to something, it's like throwing a punch. You don't have to connect. If you throw the punch, you're getting ejected. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's the same deal. And Al Horford is like the worst. Okay, we're gonna go back to that night real quick. Immediately after it happened, I tweeted immediately. Al has to be smarter than that. Then people were like, "What you mean? He's sticking up for himself. You know, he's trying to protect his knees." Okay, he can protect him in the shower then, because now you don't know how this game is gonna wind up. It ended up going to overtime, and your best players on the rack. So there's that. Second of all, for all the people saying that this kid was doing whatever he was doing, first of all, if you look at the entire sequence of events, he initially tripped over Damari Carroll, and you watch Damari Carroll, you watch him grimace as though he was kicked on the way down. That's the first thing that happened.
Right.
The second thing that happened, he's trying to push himself off the ground to get up, and in him pushing himself up, Al Horford is behind him, because obviously this kid has eyes in the back of his head, and he can see Al Horford back there.
Of course.
So Al Horford then overreacts, sees this dude down there. And not only does he, I think yesterday you said he fell. Bull, he didn't fall. That dude wound up an elbow. He wound it up like The Rock. He literally wound up the elbow and dropped it on this dude's neck.
No, but when I said fell, I was talking about Dellavedova was actually falling because Al had him hooked, and he was falling because of Al.
No, Al had him hooked. He was standing. Al was standing straight up. And the dude was pushing off the ground, and he brushed up against Al's leg. Al pulled his leg away, and as he pulled his leg away, he wound up the elbow and dropped it on his skin. And then if you notice this part, which no one wanted to talk about, and I didn't see it till I saw the replay a couple times, the first thing Al did, he tried to do the old, "I'm gonna grab my knee and act like I'm hurt," and then he was like, "That ain't gonna work." He threw his hands up in the most guilty position in sports. Like, as soon as I throw my hands up, you know I did something wrong. Yeah, it was foolery. It was total foolery. And I heard your man yesterday talking about, they need to come back to Atlanta so Dellavedova can get it. Whatever. Whatever.
Exactly.
There's no. Let me tell you something. There is nothing to get. You understand? Like, if this dude won, is some dude from William and Mary, and stop acting like this. People, stop acting like this dude don't know about basketball. Like Reggie Miller, he's got to learn that, in the NBA. Come on, man, this dude played basketball before in the States. He knows what time is, but what he also knows is that's how he's gonna make his bread. Being that hustle dude. Like, I don't know about y'all out there, but every time I see an NBA player bending over for the basketball, I'm on my couch yelling, "Get on the damn floor! Get on the floor!" Because you know what happens when you get on the floor? Yeah, your legs aren't exposed anymore. All that was happening is this kid was out-efforting everyone on the Hawks team.
He was hustling.
Even on the Kyle Korver play. Yeah. He was out-efforting everyone. And when you decide you're going to bend down and there's a dude diving for the ball, you put yourself in the risk. Like, during all this, like, he's got to learn. Like, I heard your man say that too. Michael Collins is his name? Yeah. He's got to learn to be more careful. Bull. Play your game, B. Like, do what you do.
I mean, and my thing is, is that, Mike, I'm a Hawks fan, right? You know that. I'm also a realist to a certain degree.
Well, we'll talk about your fandom as well, because like I said, I got a lot on my chest to get off about this whole situation.
I'm sure you do. When was the last time we talked Thursday? Well, we started Monday, and then technical difficulties
things happen.
Around.
But I've N-word rigged some stuff, and we're going. Yeah, CPU at like 12%. had no risk of hitting the red. That's what happened the other day, ladies and gentlemen. It hit red, and then the screen just went off. The computer just went off like, F it, I can't take all this no more. F you two dudes. Yeah, but today, we're doing all right today. We're at 12% and going strong. But anyway, go ahead. You're a Hawks fan.
I'm just saying, I mean, you know, like for real, dog, like, I done fell out with some folks today. You know, I mean, probably since Sunday, I done lost some good friends.
Nah, that can't
you know, but I guess if I lost them, they probably want my damn friends.
That's ridiculous if it happened over this team.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, man, because it's like, okay, here it is. Me and you always talk about witnessing greatness and how we appreciate witnessing greatness. We saw Michael Jordan play. We saw Kobe Bryant play. We're witnessing LeBron James right now. And, you know, it's like, you got to embrace this kind of stuff because it don't happen all the time. You know, LeBron James, like there will never be another LeBron James. You know, it might be somebody else to go on a nice little run, but there'll never be another LeBron. And, you know, and it's like, for me, sitting back watching this series, I'm like, you know what? While LeBron might, you know, like what was that Sunday? LeBron started the game 0 for 10, you know, and I'm watching, and I'm like, you know what? There's a problem here because the Hawks are still tied with the Cavs, and LeBron ain't scored a point.
Oh, right.
You know,
they were up by 3 after 1 and up by 1 at the half.
Exactly. You know, and it's just like, you know, I'm talking to people, you know, people that I think have good sense. You know, I'm tweeting with like people that I actually know. You know, and it's like all I can get. I can't like all day today. Like all I keep telling everybody is, you know what, LeBron make the people on his team better. You know, he's the greatest. Like we just got to embrace and say we got beat by a better team. Oh, we didn't get beat by a better team. LeBron James wasn't even the reason we lost. The reason we lost was because of them damn referees.
And watch this. And in 5 years, it's going to be even worse, dude. Like, every time something like that happens around, like, you tweeted something the other day. What did you tweet the other day? You tweeted, like, a list of things that I found very comical.
Yesterday, as soon as the Hawks lost, let me pull it.
Where is it?
Put it real quick. As soon as the Hawks lost last night, folks in Atlanta already making lists of all the most miserable, worst things that ever happened to Atlanta sports team. And I'm like, damn it, we made it. We made it to the Eastern Conference Final. Where is this thing?
I'm looking at it. Worst playoff endings in the past 5 years.
Number 3.
But you tweeted it, though. Why did you tweet it then?
Because did you see what I said? The Hawks lose, and this is the way the Atlanta fans are tweeting. You know, it's like, come on, man. Like,
now,
dude, like I say, go ahead.
In full disclosure, like you had to come around as well, because it was at one point where you had the like LeBron, like I hate LeBron disease. You had that one in you for a minute, and then I think like most people. Like most rational people.
Talking about when he was in Miami.
Most rational people. But yeah, he was there for 5 years or whatever it was. But yeah, you know. But like I never, like, to me, I never understood it, and I'll continue to not understand it. And I guess it's just because of who I am. Like as a kid, I realized, like as a child, I thought I was a Chicago Bulls fan for a long, long time. Then the team broke up.
Jordan.
Right, the team broke up, and I was like, I don't want to watch these guys. Like, I'm like, well, I was like, giving my teams then, and I was like, yep, you know what that means, Mike? You weren't really a Bulls fan. You love the greatness that is number 23. And I realized that's who I am. Like, I love to witness great things happening. Like, I always tell a story about the Patriots going 18-1. Like, I wanted them to go 19-0 after all season of me wanting them to lose a football game. Once they got there, I was like, shoot, I want to witness history. And then they blew it.
Yeah.
But, I guess that's just kind of who I am. I don't really have this part of me that says I want this team over this team. Like, I have
but see,
go ahead.
No, I'm saying, but see, growing up, you know, and we were in our teams when Michael Jordan started winning championships. And it was like, at one point, like the first 3, I was all about that MJ. And then when he came back, you know, because he had been gone, you know, I mean, nobody could ever take Jordan's place, but, you know, it was like other things started happening. You know, Akeem Olajuwon was big stuff. Shaquille O'Neal was, you know, coming into his own out there with Penny. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on. And like I say, at the last three, I found myself at times, not that I was a jack